Hi Capricorn. Okay, so we are going to get right into your September monthly reading. Hello, how are you? I hope everything is going swell for you. We are obviously in your sister sign season of Virgo. So hopefully things are going pretty well for you. We are actually going to do things a little different. I'm going to do an oracle reading in another video with these two decks. And it will be basically just telling the root of the problem. But in this particular monthly reading, the full month of September, we're just going to use the Terra Mucha deck and do a traditional spread for the month, just so you can see what's coming up. So that way, if you feel like there's something that you want a resolution on more specifically, then you can go look at the other video that these decks would be in, okay? So that's just a little disclaimer. So let's go ahead and hop into your month of September. So I've already cleared the deck. I'm just shuffling so we can get started. But while I'm doing that, there we go. Go ahead and leave a like, a comment, or subscribe if you would like to see more videos, of tarot readings and just different type of tarot readings. We're going to start incorporating on the channel, and I would just really appreciate it. So thank you. Okay, so we're starting off the month of September for you, Capricorn, with Four of Pentacles. So this type of energy is definitely, it can be seen as good or bad, okay? Now, what I'm getting from this is more of a hold on to your money type of energy. And it makes sense because, Virgo season is the time of, when you're preparing for the harvest and for the harvest to begin. So it does make sense that you want to, make sure you have everything secure for the winter. But I don't want you to stress out over it, okay? I feel like some people are going to, if they're not aware that this is what they need to be focused on in the beginning of September, I feel like a lot of Capricorns are going to definitely be feeling like they're losing their mind. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're starting off with the Knave of Cups here. So this can be any water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Sorry. So this is any person who you may feel is someone that is strong, or they feel really content with how they feel about different things. They may show you that they are aware of what they want emotionally. Let's go ahead and see who that's about. That could be about you, just in your emotions, or let's see what else. It never fails, guys. It never fails. It's almost like my cards tell me that I need to reshuffle. And I don't understand why. Okay, so let me keep shuffling. Sorry about that, guys. So, Knave of Cups. Okay. So, for some of you, this could have been someone who took you off of your path. They could have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and they could have led you on to believe that there is going to be this whole new world that they could have provided for you, and it just didn't work out. That's what I'm feeling. But I feel like so that's what it's about. But I feel like you are at a point where you're more, you have a stronger foundation in yourself when it comes to your emotions. I feel like for Capricorns, it was really, really tough. Maybe during Cancer season, that's kind of when it started. For a lot of Capricorns, I feel like the love life or the love interest, things really started heating up, speeding up, and a lot of karmic things started happening. And even if it didn't have anything to do with you, I feel like for some of you, your partners or maybe people in your life, their partners, were getting karma, it was coming back to them, and it caused a lot of Capricorns to lose people, or maybe have a shift in dynamic. Maybe just, feel different about their relationships in their life. And I think it put a lot of Capricorns at this real defensive state almost. And for some Capricorns, that can be really calm. And for others, that can be super aggressive and competitive. But nonetheless, I do feel like the situations determine how the Capricorn was going to react. And not saying that was bad, but I feel like that also had a lot to do with, what you guys did and how you guys felt, and maybe some of the decisions that you guys made in these prior months, okay? Nothing bad, but it does mean that maybe some of you are overcoming some challenges in your love life, or for some of you in an emotional stance, you are learning where you went wrong, or maybe what decision you made too fast. Okay, so then we go into the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this is, let me turn this light on. So this is definitely Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. Now, when this card is upright, when this person is in a good balanced state, it's a person who is a natural leader. It's a person who is playful but really, really smart and artistic when it comes to creating things and, you know, making people come together and in some instances even managing different, you know, projects and things. But when it's in reverse, this is someone or a situation or a mood that's really, really awkward, because it's almost like people are embarrassing others. They're almost trying to degrade one another. It's almost like this ego match. So, you know, that can be really, really annoying, especially for a Capricorn. So, you know, you guys are already naturally competitive. But if for some, and I'm just going to put it out there because I do feel like there's sometimes, because Capricorns have such intensity, it's almost like fiery, you know what I mean? And so I feel like when sometimes if a fire sign and a Capricorn come together and they don't agree on things, it can be really competitive. And it might not even be like, you know, a dirty game or anything, or it might not even be that serious, but there's like an unspoken competitive spirit that seems to spark up when a Capricorn and fire come together. Now, it can be beautiful because it's really a collaborative, you know, innovative energy that comes together. But if you don't like this person, which it very well could be that, or if this person has tried to embarrass you, then it could have, you know, brought problems. So let's go ahead and see if I can see who else this could be. Uh-oh. King of Wands. King of Wands. Okay, so this King of Wands person could have been someone or something that you were working on or putting a lot of effort into. But now I feel like it's something that you've stopped or maybe don't have as much drive or determination to participate in. Maybe you feel like it's not getting you anywhere. For some of you, it definitely is your love life, or this could just involve a Gemini. And the signs are there. You kind of, I feel like you know what could go wrong with that person or with that situation, being that it is a very fiery type of situation where it's like come and go, or just it sparks itself and then it just goes and it carries itself, right? It takes a life of its own. And so that can leave you feeling really unaware and just not, you don't understand your feelings. You don't understand where you stand in your emotions. And for some, this could become like a person who is naggy and maybe nitpicky and maybe really insecure because they can't figure out why things aren't going right in their love life or in just, you know, an emotional stance or just how they feel emotionally. And I feel like this is something that, again, keeps your head going and keeps you spinning. And I feel like it starts to play tricks on your mind, almost like there's this deceptive energy, like you're not even sure if you can trust yourself. Or you're not even sure if you're tripping or if you are noticing what you're noticing. It's almost like you're double checking because you're like, wait, is that what I think it is? It's something sneaky, but you don't understand if it's you that's making the false claims because there's just so much going on, or if it's the other person because they're so hard to understand. You already don't really trust them. You understand? They've given you a reason to feel like you shouldn't put all of your interest into them, or you shouldn't put all of your effort into a situation. We go into the Knight of Pentacles here. So this could be you, Capricorn. I usually do, say this is you guys' energy as well. This could be any earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. This is someone who understands, that hard work pays off. It's like a continual journey towards the money. But this is a person who has reached some type of success, and with that can come stories and advice. It can come with a sense of sureness about yourself, but it can come off a little you know, like you're better than. But if this person in your life is you, then this is you saying like you're on a confident streak. Like maybe you understand who you are as a Capricorn, or maybe you understand how you want to represent yourself as an earth sign, period. Just having certain materials and possessions. What is it? Okay, so it is a Capricorn because we got the Taurus card here and the Virgo card that I use here too in reverse. So I'm going to say it's you. So I do think this is going to be you actually coming into a phase where you feel really, really confident in what you want. You may feel a sense of... you may feel a little closed off, like you don't want to share your fruit with other people, but don't allow that to make you feel uncomfortable around other people. You should still be able to, like, even if you do feel that way, be justified in that feeling. Understand why you want that to be what it is. If you don't feel comfortable with, you know, not sharing, then figure out why you're not comfortable with that. Get to the bottom of things, and I think things will work out a lot smoother. Being that it is Virgo season, it makes a lot of sense for you as a Capricorn to use this time to really map things out in a mutable form as Virgo. So be flexible in what you're, you know, dipping and diving into to try to understand better. But understand that in this time, this is a good time to really, you know, mark and tally things that need to be worked on and worked out. So going into the middle of your September, where are we at with time? Uh-oh. There we go. So, at the bottom of the deck, Five of Swords in reverse. So, if this is a situation of love, this is going to be a time, or it doesn't really matter what part of your life it pertains to, but I do want to stress that Five of Swords is a feeling, a mood of someone else being left out, or someone being not completely a part of the deal, or someone being... you find out something and you feel like, how come I didn't know the full story? There's a piece of something missing and someone feels left out. Someone wins and someone loses. This is a time like after the battle. This is like when secrets come out sometimes. If it's, you know, or it might not be a secret, but it may be something that wasn't told to you but was told to other people. So this is a time where things may be revealed, and this is also a time where people may feel left out in the cold, which also in turn can turn into, you know, revenge seeking, or people, you know, turning phony with you. So be very careful during the middle of your September, okay? To start off, we actually have a good card here. We have the Sun card in reverse. So this is really awesome. This is, you know, maybe you had plans for something. Now it is, you know, almost damn near it's everything you wanted, but it just might not be in the package that you expected. So with this being said, I would say that I think it's really important for you as a person, no matter what you're focusing your life on, to live in the moment when it comes to the middle of September. And not necessarily, it doesn't mean go crazy, but it does mean don't judge a book by its cover. It does mean, you know, surprises could be hidden in anything or any person. You never know. So take everything with a grain of salt, and also, you know, like as a clean slate. Don't be so quick to judge. Okay? Let's see what this could be. What are we receiving? What is Capricorn receiving in the middle of September? Energy of universe. It could be something that you've been waiting for a long time, and that's probably why you won't even notice that that's how it's going to come to you. Okay, there we go. Okay, so for some, this is something that you know you've been wanting, and you've been kind of waiting for, and almost waiting for the right moment for it to happen. But I don't think that it's going to be something that you've experienced before. So I feel like it might be something new. It could be something that you denied at one point. Like maybe it's something that you do enjoy, and now you're finally warming up to the idea. But at the same time, I feel like whatever was holding you back from that, you know, you are going to be cold towards them. Almost like you don't care about emotions. You're more focused on what's to come, what's the future. Transformation and death, you know. build and destroy. So something or someone may feel like, dang, like that's it for me. I'm not in their life anymore. And then you may have other people come into your life and you're like, wow, where were they the whole time? I've been waiting all this time for this person to come to my life because they're a wonderful friend, or this person because I can really network, or this person because I can build a business with this person. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is that you've been waiting for, the transformation will definitely come in the middle of September, but it's definitely going to come in a way that you're not going to expect. You're not going to know that that's what it is. So definitely don't be closed off and be open-minded. Definitely be open-minded, during the middle of September. So then we go into, yes, change, Wheel of Fortune. So whatever you put out during that time, or whatever you have been putting out, you will definitely see or reap or benefit from, reap the benefits of whatever is happening or whatever you will receive in this karmic time for you. So I usually don't get the wheel card. So the fact that it came up in the middle of your spread, I definitely think September is going to be a time of change for you. A well-needed change for Capricorn, I must say. I feel like you guys have been kind of going through the ringer, and it's going to be a change in, a change in your lack of optimism for your love life. So a lot of you, and again, when I say love life, it doesn't just mean romance. It definitely does mean like family. It definitely means friendships. Where your moon sign is, basically, is what I'm talking about. All your emotional, the way you act when you go behind closed doors, okay? So yes, there's going to be a change and you finally being more optimistic. You finally getting like deserved recognition, right? For whatever it is that you've been wanting or maybe trying to get people to understand about your emotional stance with something. You'll finally be getting gratitude from that. And it'll be all, calculated at the right time. It'll all be like it fell into place because it was very planned. But it wasn't like you did it. It was more like it was just divinely planned. It happened, But I feel like it happened because the events that led up to it is just how it played out. Now, if you're going to be on the good side or the bad side of the karma, is up to what you've been putting out, okay? And then, even better, the middle of your September is bomb, okay, you guys? So, especially if you've been putting out extreme positivity and, just good things into the universe, you're definitely going to be getting major blessings in September. So, we have the Star card. So, whatever it is that you've been trying to get, honey, is here. It's right there at the tip of your hand. You just have to reach out. So, let's see what you have to do in order to get that. So in order to get to your journey, in order to achieve your dream or to reach the star that you're trying to obtain, you first had to go on this spiritual journey. But I feel like it was more learning about how you are emotionally, learning more about not the structured side of yourself, not the practical side of yourself, but more of the emotional side. So it wasn't just logic, but it did take logic for you to realize you needed to understand what it is that you actually want out of life or out of just the emotional part of your life. And you worked. I really do feel like this is something that you, whether subconsciously or consciously, worked on, day to day. So maybe it wasn't like a conscious effort, but you would maybe figure out what it is that was going wrong. Why it is that you felt sad, or why it is that you felt like things weren't working out in that part of your life. You looked at it and you figured it out. And that is how you will be able to achieve and reach out and actually grab your dream and your star, whatever that is for you. So let's go ahead and see if I can see what that is for you. What is the star? What's the dream? What's the overall goal of the Capricorn in the middle of September? Overall goal. Okay, so the overall goal for you in the middle of September, or whatever you have been trying to achieve. For some of you, this could have been from since you were younger, past lives, now, just yesterday. The dream or the goal or the desire or for the collective consciousness of a Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising, is temperament. Now, I usually associate this card with Sagittarius or Aquarius. But Capricorn is always trying to be its best self, right? It's always trying to show its best self, or at least it wants to know how to get to that. And it doesn't stop until it does. So, being that temperament is all about finding things that match the soul and create a harmonious energy, you know, coming from mind, body, and soul. And so that's what I feel like needs to happen. And for some Capricorns, you are right there at it, and you will get to it. You understand, you went through trials and tribulations, and you are right there at it. And again, for those people that I said have good karma coming, it will show itself during the middle of September, and it will be amazing. It will be, I want to say, transformative, and it's set in stone for the middle of September because you have 3 major arcanas. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas in your row of September. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So understand that things are shifting for you and things are really coming together. And for others, it could be falling apart. But when something falls apart, there's still a place for the foundation to be built on again. So never think that just because something falls that it can't be rebuilt. And for Capricorns, I would say if there's any other sign that goes through that, being knocked down and you guys having to get up and learn what it is to really persevere, that's kind of the goal, or that's kind of the mask and the foundation of what Capricorn is, and becoming that highest self, you know, working and having that ambition and that drive to become better and be your best self, you know. And for others, that, I mean, for each person it's something different, right? But it's a powerful message. And I feel like in the middle of September there's going to be a few hopefully there's going to be a lot, but I know for a fact there's going to be a few Capricorns who really do like a real life change, right? End of September. Let's go. Uh-oh, here we go. Okay, things start looking up. So, okay. The energy, I got the goosebumps when I flipped the card, so it should start heating up for you at the end of September. So we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, okay? So this is going to be a time where things are going to start speeding up, and I feel like mentally you're going to be so ready to go, but you need to make sure that you are slowing down and taking the full Virgo season to really, really marinate in that, and really make sure your plan is thought out. At the end of September, we will go into Libra season. Yes, Libra season. So things are really going to start to balance out, and you're really going to start to see all the things that have been manifesting, all the harvesting pay off, you know? So really take this time serious. But make sure you are not moving too fast. You don't want to do anything too hasty. You still want to go into Libra season on an even, balanced energy. Okay, Capricorn? So, starting off, we have the King of Pentacles. So, again, I said this is Taurus energy earlier when you had this. So this is, again, Taurus energy, or any earth sign. So Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. This is a person who is really, really about their possessions and their money. They really care about, you know, leading with a stable financial ground, because with that you can build and have more materials and possessions that ultimately on this earthly realm equal your status, you know. So this is all about staying on top of your money and staying focused on the grind, but also in a way that you're able to share your wealth with all. So it's really like a way to service, again, wrapping up that Virgo season at the end of September, to really serve and be of service to others. As an earth sign, you guys are very resourceful, and for the most part, people can come to you because they know that you're stable enough to help them out. And vice versa, they'll help you out in whatever way they can, depending on what signs they are and, you know, how they communicate and all the good stuff. So I do feel like a lot of you will actually really be on top of your money and actually really feel confident just in your stability, or at least confident that you will become more stable. For others, it'll be just simply, are you going to put up or shut up? Are you going to do it? This is the Judgment card. So in order to obtain this, you know, stability as an earth sign, it's up to you. You have to be the judge of what you want, and you have to be able to understand that as soon as you believe that it's up to whatever you do, is as soon as the magic begins. It's as soon as the real game starts, the real life begins for you as a Capricorn. Okay? So understand that whatever you put your mind on, that's what's going to happen. You just have to make sure you're not heartless in that ambition. But that ambition is all you, baby. Like, that's what you are. You are Capricorn. You are ambition. You are that. Embody it, but understand there needs to be a balance, okay? Again, with the Temperance, I think you will encounter what that means to have that mind, body, and soul balance and equality, so that you can be an even force to get what you want without, you know, destroying too many bridges or you know, leaving people out in the cold emotionally as a Capricorn. Okay, then we go into the Ace of Pentacles. Even better. So this is finding your path or finding your niche when it comes to money. For some of you, you may find the job that you want. Maybe you want, in Libra season, I feel like you'll find the job that you were looking for. Some of you may actually win some legal situations. You may, win some money. And some of you may just find someone, or you may feel justified and happy about where you are. Maybe some of you, sorry, I was picking up my cards. Some of you maybe were looking for a raise, or maybe you felt like you weren't getting paid enough. And maybe that comes to you. There's going to be, basically, when Libra season starts, there's going to be the balancing and the justice of things coming together. So if things were fucked up before, they're going to be, corrected when Libra season comes. It's all about balance. Even the days are going to be half and half equally, for Libra season. So I think that's actually really good, and I think you'll find a lot of protection in yourself or whoever provides this for you, and also just like security in your money. Again, like I said, don't allow yourself to become greedy, but understand that you have to be logical at this time. So when we get into Libra season for you, you need to start being logical and work on your money. Work on what's the smartest thing, the smartest way to invest what I have so I can get what I want. So again, with that Taurus energy, put it up or shut up. What do you have, and what can you... Well, that's really Capricorn energy. What do you have, and what can you use to spin? What can you do to have hard work and create gold from that? How can you make gold from nothing? That is your objective, and I think you'll really start to remember that at the end of September. Four of Cups. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in a rut, okay? If you guys were going through something where you are finally at this time of September, you start to remember why you love them, or all the good times, or maybe the old job, your co-workers, whatever the thing is, you have to remember that there's a blessing coming towards you, but you're looking at all the old things. So if you're one of those Capricorns who are looking at all the old things in the past, you need to look up, baby girl. Or you need to look up, okay? Like, guys out there, like, too. Like, you guys have to make sure you're not focusing on the wrong things. For some of you, I feel like you're only going to get like that whenever you're by yourself. And for a lot of Capricorns, I feel like that's how it is anyways, and that's why you guys have to stay busy, or you guys would rather be busy instead of just sitting, because then you have time to think. And not that that's bad, but I do feel like you guys are just you feel better when you work. So for some of you, it could just be whenever you come back home or whenever you settle down, you start to feel like you're not doing enough. Make sure that you're allowing yourself to understand that you are doing well. As long as you're getting progress, as long as you're waking up the next day, you know what I'm saying? As long as you aren't doing worse the day than you were the day before. And I just feel like there may be a sense of maybe feeling like you're not making enough, or you may feel like getting this like little bug of greediness, and you're like, I need more, I need more, I need more. Understand that you can work as hard as you want, but if you blow yourself to like this self of exhaustion, there's no real coming back from that. There's no real, you can't make money if you're broke. You know what I'm saying? If you're physically, mentally, emotionally broke. So make sure you're taking care of yourself in a harmonious balance, okay? There has to be a balance for you. There has to be a work Capricorn. There has to be a home Capricorn. That whoever you are, make sure you're giving yourself room to be more than just that Capricorn who has to stay busy, okay? And I think it will be less stressful on you. So overall, this September is going to be major when it comes to change, life changes, and, just rebirth, transformation, and, mind, body, and soul coming together. And I think it's really going to be good for you, especially towards the middle to the end of September. As long as you can get through the beginning of September, you'll be fine. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like a reading, I leave all of my information down below. All you have to do is let me know that you want a reading, and we can get that going for you. Is there anything else? Leave a like, please, if you liked what I had to say. Leave any questions or comments down below. I will answer them. I love reading you guys' comments. And be on the lookout for the next video that I post. If you do not have the little bell clicked at the bottom right corner, it should be down here. Then just click it so you can be notified when I post for your zodiac sign. And I'm love from a Leo. If I'm not your favorite Leo, one day I will be. And until next time, I will see you, Capricorn, very, very soon. Bye.